less morning has broken, more morning has soaken, since every morning I have soaken or soaked my bed with perspiration. For this is the night sweats. This is the amount of sweat squeezed from the pillow of an ordinary sleeper. It's empty. This is the amount of sweat squeezed from my sheets after they were passed through a mangle. For I have the night sweats. But it's not just sweat I'm lying in, it's shame. I'm tired of waking up twizzled in damp duvet. Something needs to change. So, I've come to the blandly named West Sussex Sleep Clinic. After filling in a needlessly detailed questionnaire, it was time for Jim Jams and watery squash. These are my co-sleepers. Hi, Janet. They are amongst the worst sleepers in Britain. They are absolutely hopeless at it. But a chinwag over a glass of squash reminds us that we're not suffering alone. But our collective lack of sleep has rendered us all pretty irritable. Malcolm, though, in the green sweater, thinks he's the bee's knees when he's not. Janet seems to think we want to know all about her. And Paul, Stripey Paul, is sad because he's got a dead dog. I'm going to make my excuses before someone gets chinned. Back in my room, with my head sporting more cables and lights than my assistant's modem, I was ready. And so to sleep, perchance to sweat. Fascinating stuff, and I'm joined by the clinic's sleep disorder consultant, Dr. Susan Lyle. Hello.
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 You took a peep at my sleep. What did you reap?
Okay, so yes, reviewing that night, so we can see that you were really quite restless, yeah, and quite fidgety here as well, but that's really very common, especially with light sleepers. It's really the brain's reluctance to enter into sleep mode.
Busy.
But it's also a sign of stress and anxiety as well, which we know can be a key cause of heavy nighttime perspiration.
I'm just going to spool on.
There's a moment coming up here which is something I think you should see, because what happens around about 1:30 is you enter something called stage 4 of NREM, and it seems that the cause of your night sweats is actually a different condition.
What?
I think what we're seeing here is parvor nocturnus, or night terrors.
Oh my God. The last time my legs flailed like that was in a tent during an altercation with what I can only describe as a very big bee.
So what sort of thing do you have nightmares about? What scares you? So you've not been involved in anything traumatic or upsetting?
I recently abseiled down the side of the Shard for charity.
What? When?
Or was that a dream? I was doing it for the RSPCA, so yeah, so
that must have been a dream.
Must
have been a dream. It's very disturbing.
Don't want to talk about him anymore. Tell me about you. You work at the clinic where I went, but I didn't see you.
Oh, no, but I could see you on the monitor. Well, I've worked there for 12 years, so yes, I've watched thousands of people sleeping.
Right, and do you enjoy it?
Yes, I love it. It's very rewarding.
Right, and why?
Well, something about observing patients as they sleep. I feel like I'm a guardian angel, you know, watching over them, protecting them.
But how are you protecting them?
Well, in that they're in my charge, so I could harm them, but I choose not to. So I suppose in that regard I'm protecting them from the darker side of human nature that is within us all.
Susan, great having you on the show. I don't have any more questions. Simon, do you?
No.
Good. I'm going to let you go.
I'm happy to talk
Nah.
more. You don't want me to stay for the phone?
Nah. Instead, let's talk to viewers and ask, what do you dream about? The lines are open, so tell us what you ponder in the land of Nod.
But first, how many of you out there are 100 years old? More than you might think. National statistics say there are 14,000 centenarians in the UK.
And that's enough to fill the Birmingham Arena.
Wow.
Yeah, although presumably they need a lot more toilets.
The latest addition to that exclusive 100 club received her telegram from the Queen this very morning. And as her granddaughter writes, she's a big fan of this show. Aw, here's what she wrote.
20 seconds.
Where's my fucking water? I made it very clear I need a glass of water after exercise, or else white saliva forms at the corners of my mouth. Whose is this?
That's mine. Off. Careful, it's fizzy.
What?
And I'm delighted to say Rose Haig joins us on the line now. Rose, are you there, my love?
Well, of course I'm here. Where else would I be?
Rose, many congratulations. Excuse me. Congratulations.
Hello?
There we go. Rose, can you tell us where...
No, leave it here. Here. Because if you leave it there, I can't reach it, you stupid girl.
Rose, I believe your father was a captain
Now, of course,
stationed in the
I
army.
grew up in the Raj, 1930s.
Yes.
It's perfectly pleasant. One can be rather misty-eyed. Of course, the hangover was rather botched. Mountbatten did what he could, poor old Dickie, Ratchet.
That's lovely. I was just wondering about the secret to your old age.
I'm talking, young man. You
Sorry.
normally interrupt people when they're speaking.
I've been called a young man for quite some time.
Stop mumbling. Why are you staring at me? What's your name?
I'm Partridge.
Your point being, we had a houseboy. Not a friend, you understand, an
Right.
employee.
Okay.
He used to run errands, and we called him Brownie.
Right.
Not the sharpest of fellows, but curiously, he was not an Indian.
Okay.
He was a Negro. And they are very different, because whilst physically stronger, they...
Oh dear, we seem to have lost Rose there. But yes, a great achievement and a colourful character.
Different times, and so apologies there for the wind and the racism. Hilary Couchman, Dr. Hilary Couchman. How long have humans been swearing?
Well, curse words or vulgarities go back really as far as language itself, but when it comes to written English, we find profanities cropping up from the 13th century.
So, something like this. So, should I wear gloves to handle
The
this?
protocol is that the curator handles the material.
Oh, okay, right. I'm pretty sure I've seen Dr. David Starkey handling stuff like this on TV. And I've even seen them let Tony Robinson have a fiddle.
The protocol is the curator handles the material.
You said that. Do they ever let you guys go to an area just to relax? Because they should do.
Maybe that should be part of the protocol.
Swearing, swear words.
One of the more prominent words is the word f***, but cunt too is also common across the Germanic and Scandinavian languages. We also find uses of piss,
Couple
shit,
beeping out. What areas would these profanities emanate from? I'm thinking Manchester, Liverpool.
no, from across the whole country.
Okay.
Now what we have here are parish records from Drayton in Shropshire,
When would that be?
1295.
That's what these trousers cost.
So what these documents show is how the earliest instances of swear words were typically found in the names of places or people. So surnames often describe what someone was or did.
Right.
Here we have a listing for Henry F***a-beggar.
Goodness me.
Now back then, the word f*** didn't have its current meaning.
Okay.
It actually referred to hitting or striking.
Right, good. Well, hence the phrase, let's hire some Albanians to f*** him up.
So there are terms that have fallen out of use. So here in 1740, we have the term runtalian,
very
which means
musical
one whose
word.
scrotum is so relaxed as to be longer than his penis.
One wonders whether that's due to a truncated member or distended testes.
Well, I guess it's just chicken and egg. We also find some fairly vulgar slang words for penis, such as beard splitter and arse opener, whilst fellatio was known as bagpiping.
Oh, makes sense.
In the 1785 book, the Classical Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, we find the term to huffle. Would you like to have a guess at what that means?
Oh, gosh, I'll have a bash. To huffle, the act of putting my head between a lady's breasts and huffling. That's, you get the picture.
No, it's another word to fillate.
Right, okay.
I always find it amusing when I ask people that question, what answer I'll get.
Right, well, that's an interesting part of the protocol. Thank you very much, Dr. Hilary Mantell.
Couchman.
One who likes to squat over another.
It's my surname.
Right, yes, of course.